service line in a long time as a hit comes and it should stay in bounds, and it does.
The serve dug out by Bishop. This to the middle and slamming one home.
Serves over, dug out by Brodzinski. Jones now an attack by Dylan Miller, killed good.
And free ball to the crossover. Eilertson will get the pass for Hawley, set up left side. Rusted down with the kill.
Set it up, Bostena left side. Big kill blocked at the net. Kept alive by the Greyhounds.
So Jones setting across court. Here's Sip with a right-handed kill. The attempt is in.
Header serve goes to Kiera Johnson. A libero, but mishandles it. It's an ace.
Jensen Richmond to Crockett. Crockett able to get it over. This one comes to the middle again. Cope gets the kill.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
And welcome to Aitkin High School tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com as we are broadcasting live from Aitkin High School as the Aitkin Gobblers back in action tonight. Section 7 2A Volleyball as the Gobblers take on the Proctor Rails tonight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Volt as we are broadcasting live tonight. Second of 3 matches this week for the Aitkin Gobblers as they take on the Proctor Rails this evening in a match in the Section 7 2A standings on the other side of the subsection lines currently for the Aitkin Gobblers and the Proctor Rails here tonight. Gobblers coming off a nice 3-0 victory, probably their most complete performance of the season they had last night against the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels, winning 25-22, 27-25, and then ultimately taking the win in set number 3, 25-16. That contest, 9 players registered 1 kill, a minimum of 1 kill, and probably even more than 1 kill in that contest. It was that kind of effort. Brooke Zupke led the way with 11 kills in that victory. Jessica Much flying everywhere last night, being, of course, our big deal player, our Enbridge Energy player of the game, I should say. 38 digs in that win for the Gobblers, while seeing Tegan Piesick doing damage at the net and also the service line. 6 kills, 6 aces, 7 kills for Hannah Jones. And again, passing was much stronger for the Aitkin Gobblers in that victory last night. And again, Coach Julie Osmus did say probably their best performance of the season from the Gobblers in that matchup. But it's definitely not going to be an easy go-around this time with the Proctor Rails sitting at 9-11 on the season. But they have run into a tough part of their schedule. Losses in 3 of their last 4 matches, including a match just this past week as they crossed the border to take on Superior, falling in 5 sets as well. Even after getting the early advantage, the Proctor Rails had some trouble rebounding back in the later sets, of falling ultimately in 5 sets against the Proctor Rails, now sitting them at 9-11 on the season. 3 of their last 4 matches have been in the loss category. Both teams are trying to find some footing here, especially in the Section 2A, Section 7 2A standings, with the likes of the Rails sitting at 1-2 in this section, while Aitkin now 2-3 in this section as well. So either way, each team looking to get back to the 500 mark in the section standings as well. Lots more to get to here on the pregame show. Of course, we'll have our conversations with both head coaches, starting first with Coach Trish Jahala coming up here on the other side of the break. It's the Aitkin Gobblers, it's the Proctor Rails, Section 7 2A Volleyball coming up on YourLiveEvent.com.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome back to the pregame show tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. The Proctor Rails take on the Aitkin Gobblers tonight, Section 7-2A Volleyball, as we now welcome in head coach of the Proctor Rails, Trish Jahola, joining us here.
Thanks so much for taking time to speak with us tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
Coach, we take a look here at your teams. Not too often we get to see your team come down to Aitkin as well. You know, the season's kind of been a little bit up and down as of late for your team, but most recently you did have a contest. You went across the border, and, at least there was a border battle a little bit with Superior last Thursday as well. Very hard-fought battle as well. Looking back at that contest, what'd you take away from that match last week against Superior?
That match showed us that we can persevere to the end. We had some trouble this season with consistency, and so once we get that intact, then I think that we'll come up with more wins. So that was a good example to show us why we're losing these games, and so it was a learning lesson for all of us.
And especially in the last handful of matches, too, seeing that, there have been some really good matchups for your team, but unfortunately coming up on a little bit of the sour end of, wins and losses. But as the season has gone along, what have you seen from this team? Has there been certain players that have stepped up, cohesiveness altogether has really stepped up as of late? I know in the latter half of the season. What have you seen from this team as of late?
This team has a tremendous amount of skill. There's a lot of players that work really well together. As a whole, the team chemistry is good. It's just a matter of us being consistent and showing up every game, having 6 players on that floor at the same time that want the same goal. And so, like I say, once that is intact, I think that will go far.
Coach, looking at this matchup, of course, we'll talk about that here, but talking a little bit more about your team. Again, like I said, last time we saw this matchup last year, your team was able to get a win against Aitkin as well. But, this year's team, who are some of the players that have really been contributors for your team out on the floor?
Everyone has their role. And so, first and foremost, what comes to my mind is Ella Walker. She's our middle hitter. Been real consistent on getting up there. She gets up there real strong and doesn't really meet a lot of blockers, so it's real successful that way. Hope Carlson, a senior, she is also our middle hitter, really good at reading the court and knowing where to place that ball. Then we have outside hitters Reagan and Maddie, who go up there fighting every game and really do tremendous work for us. And our defensive players, we have Taylor, Lily, and Kylia, who are diving through, picking up balls. So in a way, they all do their part, and they all are players to watch.
Coach, looking at this matchup tonight as well, your team looking a little bit similar to the way Aitkin has. Have you been able to get a look at Aitkin, or at least maybe read up a little bit on them, what they're going to be bringing tonight as well? But, obviously it's going to be what your team's going to be bringing out. What's going to take for the Rails to get to a good start tonight?
Coming out with high energy and just attack right away. We don't take any team for granted because we've had our ups and downs, but we're ready to come in today and we're ready to win. So hopefully that's what we show.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for taking time to speak with us. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
That being our conversation with Coach Trish Jahola for the Proctor Rails, joining us here on the pregame show. The Rails this season, again, 9-11 on the year. On the road for them, they're an up-and-down team, 3-3 on the road, but also just 1-2 in the section standings. We'll have more coming up here on the pregame show. Our conversation with the Aitkin Gobblers head coach, that being Coach Julie Osmonds. We'll get our conversation with her coming up here on the other side of this break as the Gobblers take on the Rails. It's high school volleyball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment.
We are ISD1.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Welcome back to the pregame show tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Paul Volda broadcasting live from Aitkin High School as we dive further into the pregame show as the Aitkin Gobblers coming off a 3-set sweep last night against the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. Here are the postgame comments that we got in the postgame show from Coach Julie Osmus for the Aitkin Gobblers.
Coach, just seemed one of those matches where everything kind of came together for your team. What did you see there down the floor from your girls tonight?
I mean, I was just so proud of them. Like, their energy they came out with and just their momentum was just enormous. I mean, they started out strong that first set, and they just kept on rolling. Emma Ostrowski, one of the captains, said, we're just going to play pedal to the metal tonight, and I can't agree more. I was so proud of them for all their hustle and hard work.
It really contributions up and down. And 9 players registered with a kill here tonight. Of course, Brooke leads the way with 12 for the Gobblers. But again, we saw especially middle to late second, especially in the third set too, girls were diving all over the place, creating extra points as well and extra opportunities. Great effort here, especially in the later half of the season for your team.
Oh, huge effort. I mean, I was just so proud of them. I mean, that second set was so close. I mean, they could have hung their heads and we could have lost that one easily. But they said, nope, this is our set. And we're going to take it. We're home, and we want to do this for our fans. So I was so proud of them.
That's one thing I wanted to bring up, too. Middle of that second set, your team gets an early lead, comes back as well. Then, Moose Lake, Willow River still hanging around a little bit. Then I believe you called a timeout. It was like 20-19 at some point of that set, too. And then that's when it just seemed to kind of connect even more. Get great play at the service line, even in the pregame show, Coach. We talked about the passing. It seemed that was a little bit stronger tonight.
Passing was much stronger. We had many more options. I mean, it just opened so many things up for our offense. If we can get that first pass, then we have lots of hitters that we have available to us. And like you said, Brooke was hitting crazy well tonight, hitting those angles, hitting those lines, just where we want her to be hitting.
Gobblers sweep here tonight, 25-22, 27-25, 25-16. Coach Julie Osmus here on the postgame show. Coach talked about with the girls, too. A lot of matches here over the weekend. Even more here. You got Proctor tomorrow night, but looking at tonight's win, another big section win. Another section opponent coming up tomorrow night, too.
Yep, huge win for us tonight, and it's great momentum. I mean, to take them in 3 so we can get home and keep that energy so we're ready for tomorrow because we need to be ready for Proctor. And, if we can come with this energy and this excitement, we've got a good chance tomorrow.
Gobblers take on the Proctor Rails tonight, the second of back-to-back Section 7 2A opponents tonight as the Gobblers take on the Proctor Rails. We'll take another break. We'll get you right back to Aitkin High School, get a look at our starting rotations, out-of-town schedule, and much more. It's the Gobblers and the Proctor Rails. It's homecoming week on YourLiveEvent.com.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. The Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Proctor Rails Section 7 2A volleyball on the internet here tonight. Paul Volt broadcasting live from Aitkin High School. Got a few other things on the airwaves tonight on some of our sister stations of homegrown local radio. RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated in the Brainerd-Aitkin area. Also on YourLiveEvent.com, high school volleyball with Walker Hack and Zach Akeley taking on Pine River Bacchus. That being a nice rivalry matchup. That being on YourLiveEvent.com. Also on the radio on Cash 95.9 3WI FM Pillager is at Staples Motley, and number 2 ranked in Class 2A. Pequot Lakes plays host to Maple Lake. That again on Talk 100 KLKS. Of course, the broadcast that we have on the airwaves on Your Live Event of course, homegrown local radio also can be heard thanks to our friends at Network One Sports at rjbroadcasting.com. Don't forget, we also got Minnesota Twins baseball at Chicago. Their penultimate contest of the 2022 season against the White Sox. That game underway on Real Country, KKIN, FM 94.3. And then also NHL preseason hockey. Final preseason tilt with the Minnesota Wild taking on the St. Louis Blues. That's on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, and FM Translator 103.1. Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Proctor Rails tonight. High school volleyball with homegrown local radio. And, of course, well, I should just say on YourLiveEvent.com. Of course, we'll have plenty more here. Second of 3 matches here in the next 4 days for the Aitkin Gobblers. Of course, last night that 3-set sweep that they did have against the likes of Moose Lake, Willow River. For them, it's going to be coming out and being aggressive on the passing wise as well. Need to be able to get those clean passes to their killers and their hitters up front, I should say, because that worked to great success. Brooke Zubke right in the middle. Tegan Pisak getting some action. Even Hannah Jones. I mean, you had 9 players registering a kill last night. Things went well for Aitkin, and certainly they want that momentum going into not only this contest, but for the latter half of their schedule, because it doesn't get any easier for Aitkin. They've got Pequot Lakes coming up on Thursday, and there's a reason why they're the number 2 ranked team in the state in Class 2A. But the Gobblers taking on the Proctor Rails tonight, just moments away here from our national anthem. Starting rotations also coming up here on the other side. Our color guard will be presenting our nation's colors. That is on the other side of this break. The Aitkin Gobblers take on the Proctor Rails. It is high school volleyball tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll get this break in, then we'll come right back. Much more still coming up here. Opening serve on its way on YourLiveEvent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education, where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. Of course, our nation's colors presented by the Aitkin VFW and American Legion Posts. And the auxiliary, of course, and our national anthem also being performed by the Aitkin High School Pep Band as well, as we get rolling here with the start of our broadcast here tonight. Getting a look at both starting rotations for both teams tonight, that including the Proctor Rails sitting at 9 and 11 on the season. Starting off for them is going to be number 4, the libero, and a junior, and a Taylor Peterson. One of the captains, one of the 2 senior captains for the Proctor Rails. Number 5, a senior in Maddie Walsh. Number 6 is a junior in Sammy Shelton. And at number 12, a junior, Lexi Knudsen. Another one of the captains. Number 13, a senior in Hope Carlson. Number 14 is a junior in Ella Walker. And number 15 is a senior in Kylia Jarvie for the Proctor Rails, coached by Trish Jahala. And we do appreciate, of course, Coach Jahala for taking time to speak with us before tonight's broadcast this evening. Aitkin Gobblers rotation will go like this. Number 1 is a 5'7" senior setter in Maddie Hamilton. Number 4 is a 5'3" senior libero in Jessica Much. Number 5 is a 5'10" senior middle hitter in Brooke Zubke. Number 6 is a 5'8" sophomore middle hitter in Hannah Jones. Number 9 is a 5'4" sophomore outside hitter in Bailey O'Neill, while number 14 is a 5'11" junior hitter, whether it be middle or on the right side, it is Kendall Ratz. And number 20 is a 5'10" senior outside hitter in Tegan Piesick. Head coach for the Aitkin Gobblers is Julie Osmans, assisted by Steve Michelitz and also Shea Peterson. Gobblers get ready to roll here tonight as, of course, we get rolling into the start of this broadcast here tonight. Set number 1 momentarily coming up here tonight. Proctor Rails going with the road white uniforms. Proctor going across the chest in solid green. Numbers also in green with black trim around the uniforms, different from the football uniforms we saw earlier here this year with the Proctor football team. They were adorned in green and yellow as our camera gets attacked by the flying candy from the Gobbler starters. And the Gobblers will be in the home black uniforms. Number over the letters. The number is going over the letters. Across the midsection will be the letters that say Aitkin in red with white trim. Numbers are in white with red trim. Gobblers will be working left to right on your computer screens at yourliveevent.com. Rotation of Hamilton, Maddie Hamilton, Much, Zubke, Jones, O'Neill, Ratz, and Piesick, followed by the rotation of Proctor, Peterson, Walsh, Shelton, Knutson, Carlson, Walker, and Jarvie. Opposite colored uniform and numbers for our liberos. The black jersey for Proctor on Taylor Peterson. The white jersey for Jessica Much and the Aitkin Gobblers. Pep band in attendance tonight. Homecoming week. I believe it was Renaissance wear today for the dress-up day as well, but seeing a fair amount of players and fans in superhero masks and capes as the opening serve from Maddie Hamilton sent over to the far side of the court. Now played near side Emma Ostrowski. Now to Maddie Hamilton for Brooke Zubke, a block to the net, and will try to keep it alive. Gobblers will, but they are unable to do so. It's a 1-0 lead for Proctor. Solid block in the middle of the floor as it will go a 1-0 lead. In the middle there, number 5 and Maddie Walsh and Ella Walker to set up the block initially for the Proctor Rails. Serving is going to be number 13 and Hope Carlson, and her serve goes right into the net. First service error of the night for either team. Tied at 1 apiece here in the opening set. 1-1 in points. Opening set up for grabs. It'll be Kenzie Hamilton set to serve in her first opportunity tonight. Stationary start. Played to the back row, now to the front row, and there hammered right on down by number 14 in Ella Walker, and it is a kill start for the likes of Ella Walker. Walker gets her first kill tonight, 2-1 in favor of the Proctor Rails. We already have an out-of-town scoreboard update here as the serve played now to number 17 on that back row, and Lily Hart getting her first serve of the night. Swung on and not enough for Tegan Piesick to get it over, but Jessica Much keeps it alive on a dig. Set up by number 13, that being Hope Carlson. Quick tapped right over and easy kill there for Ella Walker as the Gobblers down 3-1, and back to serve once again will be, looks like this will be number 17 in Lily Hart. Pequot Lakes up 27, make that 25-17 set number 1 against Maple Lake, up 1-0 over on Talk 100 KLKS. Hart served to the back row. Now to Tegan Piesick on the front, tries to get a kill. She will get her first of the night for Tegan Piesick, side out right to the Gobblers, trailing 3-2 in set number 1. Ball goes in the student section and rolling it right back to the other side. Brooke Zubke will serve. They're getting the ball from from Walsh, that was. Zubke's serve. Back row side to number 15 and Kalia Jarvie. This one will be hammered right down the other way. Well, speaking of Maddie Walsh, she makes the Gobblers pay, trailing now 4-2 in set number 1. Jessica Much back in for the first time in a couple of points. 4-2 the advantage for the Proctor Rails as Walsh will go back to serve. She'll send it down low, played by Kenzie Hamilton to Maddie Hamilton. Tegan Piesick will set it up. Now back to the far side. Walsh will hammer one just a little bit high and out. Gobblers will get the ball right back after the hitting error by number 14 in Ella Walker. Walker dominating the size on that front row as a hitter for the Rails. And Abby Palm will serve for Aitkin, her first serve of the night. Played right in the middle, set up to Ella Walker. Dug out this time, goes off the roof, and it will fall right in as it was Kenzie Hamilton trying to keep it alive for the Gobblers, but hit it right up into the rafters of the gymnasium. Third kill of the night for Ella Walker here in her opening set of action. She'll head to the service line to the likes of Jessica Much, sent over by Tegan Piesick. Front row side now, opportunity. Hammered over, dug down by Kenzie Hamilton. Free ball to Hannah Jones. Now we'll give an opportunity right in the middle for number 13 in Hope Carlson. Gobblers keep it alive from Abby Palm. Sent over by Piesick. Dug out by Rodberg. Now an opportunity to kill one over the nets. It will get an opportunity for Aitkin. They scramble to send it over in the third hit. They will. Rodberg once again in the middle. It's going to be long and out from Rodberg as she got a couple of kill opportunities and could not complete. Kenzie Hamilton, Abby Palm also in the middle for a couple of digs. Gobblers trail 5-4 here in the opening set. Staples Motley takes the first set against Pillager, 25-15 on Cash 95. Rodberg will quick tap it over to Jessica Much, to Abby Palm, far side, looking for Bailey O'Neill, blocked to the net, and it will be a point to the Rails as it was there, I think, for number 6 and Sammy Shelton. And she will get her first kill of the night as she'll go back to the service line. Jessica Much in there for a couple of opportunities. Gobblers trail 6-4 with Sammy Shelton at the service line. To Much on the reception of the serve, blocked to the net and just touched right over the net by Hope Carlson. She blocked any opportunity from the likes of Abby Palm, and it'll be point to the Rails as they'll keep the serve. Serve from Shelton, wide of the mark and out on that far sideline. That will be in front of the Gobbler bench. Gobblers now get the side out, trailing 7-5 in set number 1. Good crowd on hand tonight. Handful of Proctor parents making the drive down on a Tuesday night. Jessica Much making the serve over to the Proctor side. Now looking for Rodberg. Tapped right over, killed right away. I believe Emma Miles got the initial hand on it. Emma Miles right off the bench and makes an impact for her team. It will be her first kill of the night, and it's a 7-6 deficit for the Gobblers. Much served up to Walsh. Now looking for Rodberg on the kill attempt. It will get through the sea of hands, and Reagan Rodberg will get her first kill of the night, and 8-6 the lead in the side out right back to the Rails. Reagan Rodberg will go back to serve after some pep talk from her coach, Trish Jahala. Emma Miles will not get it over as it'll be an ace for Rodberg. First ace of the night for either team. 9-6 in favor of Proctor here in set number 1. Fired right over. Now to the far side for Bailey O'Neill. This one just long of the mark and out. 10-6 now the score. Looks like we've got Pine River Bacchus winning set number 1, 25-13 in set number 1. Rodberg continuing to serve at a 10-6 advantage. Jessica Much unable to get it over, and Rodberg will now make it 4 straight points for the Rails. And also another ace. That's 2 here in this rotation for her. 11-6 the advantage for Proctor. Rodberg will send it over near side. Ooh, just try to sneak it right over the net, but could not get enough behind it to do so. Gobblers get a reprieve now, 11-7, the deficit. And it looks like we'll get Emma Ostrowski back to serve, I believe. No, it's going to be Maddie Hamilton. Ostrowski was set back. Looked like she was going to, but actually it will be Maddie Hamilton off the bench to do so. Gets her running start. Played up to the back row by Kylia Jarvie. Out of sorts and unable to get anything through as it's 11-8 now. Gobblers trail. Maddie Hamilton back to the service line and look to gain a little bit of momentum for the Gobblers. She will do so on this serve. Back row hit for Jahala. Quick tapped over by number 13, Hope Carlson. It just falls just beyond the reach of the likes of Jessica Much. And a point right back to the rails, and also for Hope Carlson back at the service line. Carlson serve to the back row, and Emma Ostrowski looking for Kendall Ratz off the bench to Carlson. Played up now for Shelton, hammered down by number 14, and Ella Walker, kept alive by the likes of that being Jessica Much. Another opportunity for Proctor to kill. Dug up by Ostrowski to Maddie Hamilton. Jessica Much on the free hit will send it over to Shelton in the middle, looking for number 5 and Maddie Walsh once again, unable to do so. Hammered at the net by Zubke. Free ball the other way, and it will be this time Ella Walker to finish it off. 13-8 now the score. Taylor Johnson. Taylor Johnson was one of those players to get a dig for the rails, and this one just sneaks in on the line, they say, from the Proctor Rails number 15 in Kylia Jarvie, her first ace of the night, and the Gobblers now down by the score of 14-8. Serve from number 13, actually, in Hope Carlson to Maddie Hamilton. Kendall Ratz will swing on one. It's in for Kendall Ratz, her first of the evening. 14-9 now the Gobblers trail. Kenzie Hamilton will go back to serve. Serve from Kenzie Hamilton. Back row for number 13, Hope Carlson. Sent over on the third hit by Maddie Walsh. We'll get a free opportunity and unable to get it out cleanly on a couple of hits were the Gobblers, as it will be point to the Proctor Rails, 15-9. As we'll see, number 17, that being Lily Hart. Hart now serving for the Rails in the rotation. Hers will go long, and the Gobblers get the point right back at 15-10 now, is Lily Hart's first service error of the night. Believe it or not, for the Aitkin Gobblers, this is no service errors tonight, as Brooke Zubke will send it over to Lily Hart. Goes off the bottom of the backboard of the basketball hoop. Dug out by Kenzie Hamilton to Maddie Hamilton. Tegan Piesick will send a free ball to Maddie Walsh. Sent in the middle by Sammy Shelton. Dug out, and we'll get a point to the Gobblers on a lift from the Proctor Rails. Gobblers continue to try and get back into the right direction here. Short service error. Well, the old broadcaster's jinx still well in effect. 16-11, Proctor leads here in set number 1. We'll see coming to the line in Maddie Walsh with her next serve in the rotation. Walsh will send it over to Jessica Much. Played up by Maddie Hamilton to Hannah Jones. This one just in for Hannah Jones. Her first kill of the night, making the 4th different Gobbler with a kill here in this opening set. Each of those Gobbler players with 1 kill thus far. And Abby Palm's turn to serve. 16-12 Gobblers trail here in this opening set on YourLiveEvent.com. Serve from Abby Palm on the back row for Shelton, who sends it up the middle now for Reagan Rodberg, just out from Reagan Rodberg, as it will be 13-16 Gobblers trail here in the opening set. Ball goes out of the gymnasium. Now we'll get the ball back in for Abby Palm. We'll get the serving opportunity once again. Stationary set, step back once, forward on the follow through. Looking for Ella Walker, who will handle it and hits it right to Abby Palm as she's unable to come out with it clean. Ella Walker with 5 kills here in the set. She received the serve, set it up for Sammy Shelton, and then just hammered it down for her 5th kill in the set, 17-13. And It'll be Walker's turn to serve, which goes long and out. Walker with her first service error of the night, 17-14 now, and back to serve will be Tegan Piesick. Tegan's opportunity here for the Gobblers, trailing by 3, hits it right into the net. Point back the other way for the Rails at 18-14. I'll see Sammy Shelton going back in to serve here for this opportunity for the Proctor Rails. Shelton awaits the whistle to serve, which she will. Near side to Jessica Much. Set up in the middle for Abby Palm, but a free ball for the Rails. Swung on, and this one will be a kill for number 12, Lexi Knudsen off the bench with her first kill of the night. And we'll now make it 19-14 to score. Lexi Knudsen, 6 kills, or excuse me, 6 players with a kill here in this opening set for the Rails. Bailey O'Neill's first chance to swing at it. Long and out, 20-14 Gobblers trail. Timeout taken by the Gobblers and coach Julie Auspice. 20-14 our score. Gobblers trail in set number 1 on yourliveevent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Welcome back here to yourliveevent.com. Gobblers trail 20-14 set number 1 as it is the Proctor Rails on top of the Aitkin Gobblers. Ella Walker 4 kills here in the opening set, but the Gobblers getting 1 kill each from Hannah Jones, Emma Miles, Kendall Ratz, Tegan Piesick, not off to the great start that they had last night. Proctor just getting out in front, and especially when you can get one of your best players in Ella Walker the ball to get some swing opportunities, it has been to their benefit. Passing a little bit all over the sorts here in this opening set for Aitkin. Definitely need to tighten things up as Sammy Shelton's serve will be played to Jessica Much on the back row. To Emma Miles, who will get a swing opportunity. Played up by Shelton. Now to Maddie Walsh, sent over by Taylor Johnson. A first opportunity for her to send it over clean to Bailey O'Neill. Dug out by Johnson. Set up by Shelton. Looking towards the middle, going to be swung on. And this one will fall to the far side of the court. Lexi Knudsen, another kill for her. 21-14 here in the set for the Rails of Proctor. We'll see Sammy Shelton back to serve once again for the Rails. Dug out by Jessica Much. Played up by Shelton. Looking for Hope Carlson. She will get another kill for Hope Carlson. Right in the middle, 22-14. Easy swing for Hope Carlson, and will now make it her first kill of the night. 22-14, Proctor in front. Shelton serve is out. Try to find that end line. Shelton did, but a little too far back. 22-15 trail the Aitkin Gobblers. Jessica Much will go back to serve. Much's serve will go out. Gobblers unfortunate to take advantage of the side outs here thus far. 23-15 in set number 1. And we'll be going back to serve Reagan Rodberg with a pair of kills here in this opening set. Jessica Much receives it to Abby Palm, looking for Emma Miles. This one will be a kill for Emma Miles. Her second kill of the night to take the team lead at 23-16 now the score. Side out to the Gobblers and will be Maddie Hamilton going into serve right off the bench. Hamilton running start from the basketball end line to the service line. Free ball for the Rails, tipped out of the air, and this one will be from Maddie Walsh. Set point at 24-16. Just tipped out of the air at the net, I believe, by Brooke Zubke as it just snuck over Jessica Much. Set point with the serve now of number 13 and Hope Carlson. Carlson serve to Emma Ostrowski, to Maddie Hamilton, looking for Kendall Ratz to swing, tipped out of the air. Carlson to Sammy Shelton, looking for Maddie Walsh, and it will be a kill for Walsh. Back-to-back kills and finishes it at 25-16. 25-16, Proctor takes set number 1. Step aside here for a break. Set number 2 coming up here on yourliveevent.com.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing service is also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project.
And welcome back here to yourliveevent.com. Got a little premature return there. Set number 1 goes to the Proctor Rails 25-16 as they were led out early by Ella Walker, getting 4 of the team's kills in that opening set. They were just aggressive at the net, were the Proctor Rails. They did much of their damage, while Aitkin just unfortunate to get the passing going early on. They were a little bit sluggish out of the gate here. We'll see if set number 2 turns things around for Aitkin with them trailing 1-0. Paul Vold here this evening on the call as pep band thing done for the night as we head to set number 2. Proctor will get the serve, I believe, here in set number 2. Looks like we'll be set and ready to go. Out of town scoreboard, already everybody into set number 2 already. We're just getting into set number 2 as it'll be Hope Carlson to serve, the opening serve, and it will go wide of the mark, cross court, and we'll go a point for the Aitkin Gobblers. Hope Carlson with a service error, her second of the night. Gobblers lead 1-0 here in set number 2. Maddie Hamilton will send it over. Played up to the middle now. Sammy Shelton for Ella Walker. Picks up right where she left off. Another kill for Ella Walker as it is now a 1-1 advantage in set number 2. Going to serve will be, I believe that is number 17, Lily Hart. Plays it to Tegan Piesick to Maddie Hamilton, sent over on the swing by Jessica Much. Sammy Shelton looking for Walker once again, a little bit high and out. That will give the point right back to the Gobblers and the side out at 2-1. Brooke Zubke will go to serve. Well, set number 2 already complete. Well, surprise, surprise. Pequot Lake takes it 25-10 against Maple Lake. They're up 2-0 in that ball game. Free ball opportunity. Gobblers try to get it right back as it was sent over by Maddie Walsh. Shelton looking for Walsh once again. She swings in long and out of the mark. Gobblers now up 3-1. Gobblers will continue to try and pile things on here with an early 3-1 advantage. Brooke Zubke back row now for Ella Walker, and she just takes with it anything that she can, and Walker now with up to 6 kills in this ball game here tonight. You know what? I think she's up to 7 now, as we'll try and keep things official as much as we can here in this set. It was Lily Hart serving. Now it will go to number 5 and Maddie Walsh at the service line. Low reception on the serve. This one will be an ace for Maddie Walsh. And now we're tied at 3. Try to get her scoreboard up to date here in this contest. 3-3 our score. Walsh will continue to serve the rails, hammers it right into the net. Service error on Maddie Walsh, her first of the night. 4-3, Gobblers now lead in set number 2. Abby Palm checks in. She'll go to serves. The ball goes out of the gymnasium, literally out of the, it went into the storage room where the color guard was. Now it'll be back out for Abby Palm. Student section getting a little bit more full. I believe the pep band is done for the night. Palm serve. Right in the middle now for number 15 in Kylia Jarvie. Near attempt on a kill shot there for Ella Walker. Tries to get it again. Dug out twice now by Jessica Much to Tegan Piesick. Blocked at the net, and the rails will get another opportunity to get the point and the side out right back, even after a couple of nice floor digs by Jessica Much. Now make it 6 kills on the night for Ella Walker. 4-4 the score. Walker's turn to serve. To Kenzie Hamilton, Jessica Much, Tegan Piesick sends it over in the third hit. To Maddie Walsh, looking for Hope Carlson, blocked to the net by Hannah Jones. Looking for Reagan Rodberg, tipped out of the air. We'll keep it alive for Kenzie Hamilton to Abby Palm to Hannah Jones, who hits it right into the net. Point right back to the Proctor rails. It was even throughout the first few points of the set, first handful of points in the first set, but then right around this point is when we start to see Proctor pull away in that first set. Low serve, but played alive by the Gobblers. Now to Sammy Shelton, looking for Reagan Rodberg, tipped out of the air. Jessica Much to Abby Palm, looking for now Tegan Piesick, misdirection, and Gobblers get the point, even after the ill-timed push pass, if you will, from Tegan Piesick to tie it up at 5 apiece. Piesick's turn to serve. She'll get a walking start. Sends it over. Now to Sammy Shelton in the middle for Hope Carlson. Blocked out of the air, but it will go out after being touched by Hannah Jones. A kill for Hope Carlson. Carlson now up to 2 tonight, 6-5. And it is now side out to the Proctor rails. Rails will send it over. Low serve and an ace for Sammy Shelton. Shelton with her first of the night, 7-5 now the score. Shelton also credited with an ace and also a kill tonight for Sammy Shelton. She'll go back to serve once again. Sends it over to Jessica Much. Low serve, but again gets it over. Bailey O'Neill on the third hit. Back row to Sammy Shelton. Try to just get it over. They do with number 12 and Lexi Knudsen. Gobblers a little bit out of sorts, but Jessica Much will send it over. Free ball to Carlson. Back row to Emma Ostrowski. Now to Abby Palm. Pushed right over by Bailey O'Neill. Right in the middle for Carlson. Dug out by Jessica Much. To Hannah Jones, blocked out of the air this time by Hope Carlson. Now sent over to Taylor Johnson. Now right in the middle for Jones, blocked out of the air. Dug out by number 6 in the likes of Sammy Shelton. Jessica Much with like her 4th dig here on this point and rally. Falls right in. Bailey O'Neill will get the point for the Gobblers. After all of that, Jessica Much comes out on the positive end of a handful of digs, and 7-6 now for the Aitkin Gobblers. They trail here in this set. Serve from Jessica Much. Now right to the middle for Hope Carlson. It'll be a kill for her. Hope Carlson puts the end to that opportunity for Aitkin. Her 3rd kill tonight, 8-6 now the score. Running start for Reagan Rodberg at the serving line, and it is in, an ace for Reagan Rodberg, her 3rd team leading. 9-6 now the score. Rodberg back to serve once again. Up 1-0 was Proctor, winning 25-16 in that opening set. Hammered right in the net, Reagan Rodberg with a service error. Out of town scoreboard update. Staples Motley on top of Pillager. It looks like by the score now of 2-0. They won set number 2, 25-17, as Gobblers get the serve with Maddie Hamilton making a running approach to Taylor Johnson right at the net, tipped out of the air, free ball, and blocked to the net from Carlson, and it'll be a point to the Gobblers. I think Zubke won that fight with number 13, Hope Carlson. Gobblers now trail 9-8. Maddie Hamilton serve to Taylor Johnson. Sammy Shelton, far side for Maddie Walsh. Tipped out of the air. Ostrowski keeps it up. Now we'll go over from Zubke to Johnson once again. Shelton looking for Walsh on the swing. The follow through. Dug out by Maddie Hamilton. Far side for Bailey O'Neill. Hits it right into the nets. Gobblers did everything they could to keep that one alive, but just unable to do so and come out with any positivity on that one. They're still competing. It's still 2 points behind. 10-8 the score. Serve from Hope Carlson, sent over far side. Kendall Ratz's hit is out. Gobblers trail now 11-8. PRB takes set number 2, 25-10, up 2-0. 11-8, the score. Serve is out from Carlson. Gobblers will get the side out right back after the service error by Hope Carlson. That's her third tonight already. And just a set and some change. Kenzie Hamilton's turn to serve for the Gobblers. Stationary start for her. Play to the back row for number 15 and Kylia Jarvie. Punched over by number 5, that being Maddie Walsh. Free ball for the Gobblers. Hit right into the net, hammered right down. Good block and denied that by, looks like, number 14 in Ella Walker, and also Lexi Knudsen back there as well. But we'll get number 13, that being Hope Carlson. Excuse me, that's number 17, Lily Hart, checking into serve. She hits it right into the net. Lily Hart, 12-10 now the score after the service error by Lily Hart. Now Brooks Zubke will go back to the service line here in set number 2. 1-0 in favor of Proctor. Carlson receives the serve and just sends it over. No, she will not actually. It almost went off the side of her hand. It looked like she was trying to send it over on the third hit after being out of sorts of trying to get it settled on the reception of the serve. 12-10, 12-11 now the score. Zubke into serve once again. Sends it to Carlson again. Sammy Shelton, Ella Walker, and it's been the Ella Walker show here tonight. Now 13-11 the score. It's 12-12. There we go. Now we got the right point. 13-11. Ella Walker now with her 7th kill of the night here this evening. Walker back to serve. Excuse me, that was actually Carlson. No, that was Maddie Walsh. Far side, Reagan Rodberg tipped out of the air. They're going to call that one. No tip on that one. They say that one's straight out. No tip in front of the net. 13-12 now. Gobblers get the point and the side out after the hitting error by number 9 and Reagan Rodberg. I was almost sure that one got tipped as it was on its way out. Abby Palm, long serve and out from the Gobblers. 14-12 now in favor of Proctor. Point will go right to the rails, and it will be for Ella Walker's serve. Kenzie Hamilton to Abby Palm. Mistiming it, but Tegan Piesick will send it over. Dug out this time by Lily Hart. Now to Reagan Rodberg. Dug high out of the air, and this one's going to be played by Palm. Sent over by Jessica Mutch from Kenzie Hamilton. Falls right in, and Gobblers will get the point in the side out, trailing now 14-13. Jessica Mutch, I believe, might get that kill there. She sent it over. And back to serve once again, Tegan Piesick. Aggressive serve on the back row. An ace for Tegan Piesick. We're tied at 14 here in the set, and a timeout taken by Proctor. Take it with them as well. 14-14 our score here on YourLiveEvent.com with Proctor up 1-0.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide. where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. 1-0 in favor of the Proctor Rails, but it is now tied at 14 apiece in set number 2. Aitkin coming back from as high as a 4-point deficit through the middle portion of this set now, as Proctor is in the area of this serve now to receive from Tegan Piesick after an ace and a timeout called by Coach Jahala. Serve from Piesick, sent over to Rodberg. She'll send it over on the third hit to Tegan Piesick to Abby Palm. Savannah Holm checked in during the timeout. She sends it over quickly now as Hope Carlson dug out by the likes of Jessica Much to Bailey O'Neill. Sends it right over. Carlson digs it out. Now to number 6 and Sammy Shelton. Swung on Rodberg. Hit high up into the rafters of the Gobblers side. This one will fall to the Gobblers side and it'll be a point to Proctor. The home court advantage not to the Gobblers liking on that shot, but it will be a point for the Proctor Rails, and Sammy Shelton will go back to serve once again. Shelton will get a running opportunity here, dug out by number 9 and Bailey O'Neill in the middle for Hannah Jones, high and wide as it hits the back line and out. Almost one hop the mats the back end of the basketball court here in Aitkin. 16-14, 1-0 in favor of Proctor. Serve from Shelton to Bailey O'Neill to Abby Palm, looking for O'Neill once again, hits it right into the net. 3-point swing right after the timeout. Proctor back in front here in set number 2. 17-14 in favor of the Rails. Shelton serve to Emma Ostrowski, sent up by Palm, fired right over by a free ball for the Rails. Looking for Reagan Rodberg, hammers it over. Ostrowski with another dig to Jessica Much, sent over by a pair of Gobblers, but credited only one hit to Hope Carlson, blocked out of the air, and the Gobblers look at the point and swatted it out of the air. Did a pair of Gobblers on the near side. Right in the middle, denied Hope Carlson a couple of chances at a kill, but they will get the point right back, and a kill credited to number 6, and that being Hannah Jones. Serve from the Gobblers. Proctor now a little bit out of rhythm here as Jessica Much to Abby Palm, looking for Brooke Zupke. Zupke's kill shot is dug out cleanly, and it will not get there over on the third hit, despite the great play from Maddie Walsh in the middle, as we will get Gobbler point, and we will also see our score now at 17-16 in set number 2. Jessica Much to Taylor Johnson, and now Hope Carlson will send it over. Free ball for the Gobblers to Ostrowski. Near side, Savannah Holm, hers is high and out. 18-16 now in favor of the Rails. 18-16 now with Reagan Rodberg back to serve for Proctor. Running start for her in the center of the court to Jessica Much, to Abby Palm now for setting up in Brooke Zupke, played up into the air, and Gobblers will get the kill from Brooke Zupke. 18-17 now. Substitutions in, and believe it or not, that is Brooke Zupke's first kill of the night for her, even after she had an impressive 11 kills last night against Proctor. Against Moose Lake Willow River. Serve over from Maddie Hamilton. Proctor gets it over on 3 to Maddie Hamilton, sent over by Jessica Much to number 15, Kylia Jarvie. Now an opportunity for Maddie Walsh, blocked to the net by Zupke, but still live for Aitkin. Third block hit, blocked to the net once again. Maddie Hamilton looking for Bailey O'Neill, gets a swing through, and she gets it to fall right in as we're tied at 18 after Bailey O'Neill's first kill of the night. Make that her second kill of the night. My apologies. Hamilton serve once again. Played to the back row, and Kylia Jarvie looking for Maddie Walsh. It's high and out. Gobblers take the lead at 19-18 here in set number 2 as ball goes out. Behind the Gobbler bench, and Maddie Hamilton will continue to serve for Aitkin. 19-18, first time Gobblers have been in front here since point number 1 of this set. To Proctor in the middle for Hope Carlson. Tipped out of the air, dug out by Ostrowski. Now sent over by Bailey O'Neill. It goes out, and they're going to say a point for the rails as it did go around the pole on the opposite side. And we'll see Proctor tied at 19 apiece with the serve from Hope Carlson. Looking for Kendall Ratz, far side, tipped out of the air. Ella Walker just tries to send it over. She does really quickly. Free ball for the rails, and this one out after the hit from Bailey O'Neill, trying to go cross court and get the kill in favor of Proctor. They're going to say a tip there. Point to Aitkin. They're calling a tip out. And Proctor will have to get the ball back. They're calling a tip out and a kill for Bailey O'Neill, credited for her, I believe. And now coming over is number 5 and Maddie Walsh to plead her case. Not quite sure what the official on the near judges stand saw, but nonetheless, 20-19 as Maddie Walsh will relay things over to her coach out on the bench, and Coach Jahala. Gobblers with the advantage at 20-19. Ella Walker will have that one just sink out on the near sideline. 21-19 the score. Gobblers in front here in set number 2. Coming far side now, hammered right over for number 12, that being Lexi Knudsen. Gobblers get it back the other way. Try to send it over. A third hit has to be over. It will be Jessica Much to Maddie Hamilton, near side for Brooke Zupke. Tipped right over the net, and they will say point to Proctor as it will be 21-20 here in set number 2. Ella Walker touched it right in the middle there to stop that. And the point in the side out with Lily Hart going to serve for the Proctor Rails. Jessica Much on the reception of the serve. Now to Tegan Piesick, far side, hits it into the Proctor side, dug out by Maddie Walsh. Will get a swing on Jessica Much. Kept alive over to Tegan Piesick for a kill shot attempt. Hits it right into the side of the net, and we're tied at 21. Kylia Jarvie was the one that did initially touch the I should say the dig on her after the kill shot attempt by number 20 and Tegan Piesick. Hart to Piesick, now over to Kendall Ratz, tipped at the net, dug out by Manny Hamilton. Point for the Gobblers as a hit at the net, 22-21. Gobblers will get the point and a timeout taken by Aitkin. 22-21, set number 2. We're coming down to the wire. Proctor leads 1-0 on EuroLiveEvent.com.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
A couple of close calls to each side here in the later stages of set number 2, but it's 22-21 in favor of the Proctor Rails, up 1-0 on YourLiveEvent.com. Lily Hart will serve for the Rails, as it will be for the Rails advantage here, up 1-0 as they took set number 1 at 25-16. Hart serve to Jessica Much, to Maddie Hamilton in the middle for Brooke Zupke. Tipped out of the air, kept alive. Now in the middle for Ella Walker. Hammers it right down, does Ella Walker. Now up to kill number 7 on the night for Proctor's Ella Walker, 23-21. Lily Hart will go back to serve once again. Hart serve will go out, 22-23 after the service error by Lily Hart. That's her third of the night. It'll be Brooke Zupke's turn to serve here in set number 2. Proctor would like to escape the set with a 2-0 advantage. Aitkin would love to tie it up. Looking for Maddie Walsh, blocked to the net. Free ball back the other way. Tipped out of the air, but the Rails will continue to serve it. Now we'll go back the other way. Brooke Zubke on a dig. To Maddie Hamilton, look in the middle for Hannah Jones, blocked out of the air. Dug out cleanly this time. Hammered back the other way. Another dig for Hamilton. That's Kenzie this time. For Tegan Pisak, blocked at the net. We're looking at set point with the Rails coming out on the positive end. Great plays to both sides for both teams, but nonetheless, it's set point at 24-22. Great plays all around here on that most recent rally, as we will see. Back to serve. It'll be Maddie Walsh. It will go long of the mark. 24-23, still set point here in set number 2. As the Gobblers see that service error by Maddie Walsh. It'll be Abby Palm's turn to serve, 24-23. Stationary start, takes a step forward as Abby Palm. Played up now for Ella Walker, chance to kill it. She finishes it off here in set number 2, 25-23. Proctor takes the lead at 2-0. A late scare, but Proctor comes out on top now, 2-0. Take a break. Set number 2 and set number 3 on its way on yourliveevent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School and yourliveevent.com. It is the Proctor Rails leading 2-0 as they took set number 2, 25-23. Close calls in the late stages of set number 2 going to the advantage of the Proctor Rail. Well, actually, both teams did get a couple of calls. Very interesting late in that second set. But it is the Aitkin Gobblers taking up 2-0 lead as it will be out of play. And a tip and an ace to start off set number 3, with it being Maddie Hamilton starting things off as the school song was mid-school song, and 1-0 advantage for the Aitkin Gobblers here in set number 3. Maddie Hamilton serve. Played for the Rails and swung on, topped out of the air. Maddie Hamilton will not get it to go clean as Jessica Much flies out of nowhere. And it will be a kill for Alexi Knudsen as she gets the benefit of it going off a Gobbler and then off the bottom of the backboard of the gymnasium. 1-1 here, with it being a 2-0 advantage for the Proctor Rails. Jessica Much receives the serve from Hope Carlson, looking for Brooke Zubke. Her first kill of the third set will go in, and it's 2-1 in favor of Aitkin. Again, both these sets very even, close throughout, and then it just seems that Proctor is able to sneak away midway through the second and first set, and then just rallying finishes in, especially set number 2. Aitkin was able to come up with a couple of rallying finishes as Kenzie Hamilton serve right to the near side, blocked to the net. It will be a kill this time for Maddie Walsh, and it will be 2-2 the score. 25-16, 25-23 Proctor with the advantages here in these first 2 sets. 2-2 the score. Now Lily Hart serve to Jessica Much to Maddie Hamilton, looking for Tegan Piesick. Hers is going to go in, they're going to say, on that back line, and it'll be a serve and a kill for Tegan Piesick, her 3rd tonight. It's a sweep for Pequot Lakes. They take care of Maple Lake. 3rd set goes 25-20. The Gobblers will get Pequot Lakes coming up on Thursday night right here at Aitkin High School. Ella Walker blocked out of the air initially by Hannah Jones and Kendall Ratz. Long and out. Point right to the Proctor rails even after Ella Walker denied the kill. Could the pep band trying to sneak in and out here shortly enough, even after their performance here in the 3rd set. 3-3 our score. Maddie Hamilton right to Tegan Piesick in the middle this time. Attacked. Reagan Rodberg digs it out, looking for Ella Walker once again. It's just a hammer shot right in the middle. Jessica Much couldn't do anything with it, as another kill for Ella Walker this time. And the Gobblers will give up the point. 4-3 in favor. Now going to serve once again will be Maddie Walsh. Walsh's serve to Kenzie Hamilton and out, and it will be an ace for Maddie Walsh. 5-3 in favor of the Proctor Rails in set number 2 as Walsh will go back to serve. It's another sweep. Staples Motley takes care of business in set number 3, 25-17 over the Pillager Huskies. Serve for Maddie Walsh, played by Kenzie Hamilton. This one's going to go out. Walsh with another point from the serving line. 6-3 now here in this set. Walsh back at the service line. 3 kills, 2 aces here tonight. Soft serve right into the net from Maddie Walsh, trying to change things up and unable to do so. And will now make it 6-4. Side out to the Aitkin Gobblers, and it'll be Abby Palm back to serve for the Gobblers. First time here in this set for Abby to serve. Long serve, back row, played by Lily Hart to Sammy Shelton, sent over by Reagan Rodberg. Dug out cleanly by Kenzie Hamilton. Tegan Piesick will draw contact. Unable to get it to settle down as Rodberg will send over a free ball to Kenzie Hamilton to Abby Palm right in the middle for Hannah Jones. It's going to be kept alive. Tegan Piesick will get an attempt on it. Now sent over by Hannah Jones once again. Dug out cleanly, high in the air now for Reagan Rodberg. She'll send it over now to Abby Palm, looking for Tegan Piesick, another opportunity. Dug out by Rodberg once again to Sammy Shelton. Now for Maddie Walsh, backside Abby Palm. This is going to be a long run for the Gobblers. They're unable to get it out. And now a 7-4 lead for Proctor. Gobblers tried to hang on with that one at the same time, but just unable to do that. They give up the point at 7-4. Going to serve Ella Walker. Serve is long and out. 7-5 now in favor with Aitkin going to the service line. Stoppage here out on the floor. Substitutions in. Ella Walker with her second service error of the night. Hit right over by Tegan Piesick to Taylor Johnson. Almost a near ace, but Hope Carlson sends it over to Abby Palm right for Hannah Jones. A kill right in the middle for Jones. That'll be her 3rd of the night. Gobblers down now by the score of 7-6 here in set number 2. Tegan Piesick now up to serve again. Walking start for her. Back corner, long of the mark and out. 8-6 now in favor of Proctor. Tegan Piesick sends it out. Second service error of the night for her. 8-6 in favor of Proctor, up 2 sets to nothing here on YourLiveEvent.com. Gobblers 8-11 on the season. It'll be an ace at the service line. Maddie Walsh once again doing the damage. Actually, that's Sammy Shelton. Shelton with the service ace. For her, that's her second. 9-6 now the score. Low serve once again. Taylor Johnson back to the rail side. Reagan Rodberg kill is blocked out and will go back to the rails. Reagan Rodberg with her second kill of the night. And it's now 10-6 in favor of Proctor. 8-11 on the season for Aitkin. 9-11 on the year for Proctor. An important Section 7 2A matchup for Bailey O'Neill, blocked to the air. Cannot get it clean. Once again, it is a block of the net for Alexi Knudsen, as well as number 13 in Hope Carlson. And the Gobbler is now down 11-6. Shelton continues to serve wide and on that far sideline and out. As we'll see, the Gobblers get the point in the side out to Jessica Much, who'll go back to serve. Low reception on the serve from Taylor Johnson, but Hope Carlson will pick a corner. Kept cleanly on the return by Abby Palm. To Emma Miles, dug out by Shelton on the back row to Taylor Johnson. Reagan Rodberg freely sends it back over to Abby Palm. Far side looking for Bailey O'Neill, high and out. Gobblers will give up the point, now trailing 7-12 here in set number 3. Rails been able to build up a little bit of momentum here in this set, keeping now the highest lead at 5 points. Rodberg going back to serve. Now to Emma Ostrowski, sent over by Jessica Much on a free ball to Sammy Shelton. Lexi Knudsen in the middle for Hope Carlson, takes a swing at it. It is in, and a kill for Hope Carlson. Carlson right in the middle, picked that back corner where no Gobbler was. 6-point lead at their highest here in set number 3, up 2-0. Fourth kill of the night for Hope Carlson. Reagan Rodberg back to serve. Rodberg goes over. Now to Emma Ostrowski for Brooke Zubke. Blocked out of the air, but it's going to fall for Zubke, and a kill for Brooke. As it is now 13-8. Aitkin trails here in set number 3. See Emma Miles out, Abby Palm out, bringing back in, looks like Bailey O'Neill. And no, Kendall Ratz and Maddie Hamilton. Hamilton will serve to Taylor Johnson. Now looking for Sammy Shelton, a little bit far out in front. Try to go back corner, just out from Maddie Walsh. And will now be 13-9 with the Gobblers continuing to serve for Maddie Hamilton. Hamilton, running start for her, sends it long, but it'll be played by Kylia Jarvie. Gobblers try to get it back over. Jessica Much blocked to the net. It's going to go out. They're going to say tip. Yeah, it did go out after a tip, so Gobblers will get the point. At 13-10 now they trail. Kill credited to number 9 in Bailey O'Neill. Good for Bailey O'Neill. 13-10 now. Low reception on the serve to Maddie Walsh. To Bailey O'Neill, and as she plays it out, it'll be a kill this time for Maddie Walsh. 14-10 the score. Going back to serve now was Hope Carlson. Brooke Zubke just sneaks it over the net after she almost kind of whiffed on the swing, as it's now 11-14 the score. See Tegan Piesick try to check back in. She will for Bailey O'Neill, and it'll be Kenzie Hamilton's turn to serve for the Gobblers. 14-13, Proctor out in front. Back row. Now to the front row for Proctor, to Ella Walker. I mean, she just cannot be denied here tonight, as it'll be her. Ever down for 10 now, and scoreboard does confirm it. 10th kill of the night. Now 15-11 the score for Proctor. Going back to serve once again will be Lily Hart. Lily Hart will serve for Proctor. 15-11 to Kenzie Hamilton to Maddie Hamilton. Quick sneak around, but Lily Hart snuffs that out to Ella Walker. Could it be back-to-back? No, it will not be, as Maddie Hamilton stops that opportunity to Hope Carlson. Sammy Shelton free ball attack, and Shelton will get the kill. Gobblers now 16-15. Timeout taken by Aitkin. We'll take it with him as well. Gobblers trail here 2-0 and in set number 3 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Gobblers trail 16-11 here in set number 3. 2-0 in favor of the Proctor Rails here tonight. Again, Proctor built up an early lead here in this one. Largest lead at 6. That's where it's been at their highest, consistently at 5 points here throughout this set. Gobblers have just been having their troubles contending with the likes of, Ella Walker right in the middle there. Pales in comparison. A little bit of a sluggish start, maybe starting to feel it here with the amount of matches they've played in the last 5 days, to say the least. I think almost 9 matches in the last 5 days for Aitkin in total. And a kill for Brooke Zubke with her 5th kill tonight for Aitkin. 16-12 after the timeout. Gobblers get the point in the side out, and it'll be Zubke's serve. 16-12, Gobblers trail here in set number 3. Second of 3 matches here from home as the reception low. Maddie Walsh will send it over. Free ball for Kenzie Hamilton to Maddie Hamilton, looking for Kendall Ratz. Swung on, and it will be a kill for Kendall Ratz. Her second. Gobblers down now 16-13. And Zubke will continue to serve for the Gobblers, I should say. Served by Zubke is going to be an ace. Couple of Proctor players thinking about who's going to play it, but a couple of them just let it by. 16-14 now. Timeout successful thus far, even after the service error by Brooke Zubke. Now 17-14 in favor of Proctor. They'll get the ball right back with the serve coming up for Maddie Walsh. Walsh tonight with 5 kills for her and an ace now at the service line. Sends it over to Kenzie Hamilton to Maddie Hamilton. Far side now for Hannah Jones. Cannot get it over, as it will be a point to the Rails at 18-14. Reception of the serve coming up here momentarily as Coach DeHalla gets a look at from the server, that being Maddie Walsh, and she hammers it over for an ace. That's her second of the night. 19-14, back up to a 5-point lead after the Gobblers cut it down to 3. Proctor smelling blood in the water here with a 5-point advantage and needing 6 to win and take the 3-set sweep. Now to Kendall Ratz. Maddie Walsh to Sammy Shelton, looking for Reagan Rodberg, and this one's going to go long and out. 19-15, even after the missed attempt. Gobblers will get the point right back. It'll be Abby Palm's turn to serve. Palm set to serve. One step over to Maddie Walsh, looking for Reagan Rodberg, blocked out of the air, and it's going to go out, and Rodberg will get the kill as it was just out of the line on the near side of the court at 20-15 now, side out to the Proctor Rails. Ella Walker's turn to serve. 10 kills for her, but 2 service errors. Gets it over to Kenzie Hamilton to Abby Palm, Now for Lily Hart. Sent over by Rodberg just off the top of the net. To Jessica Mudge from Abby Palm. Now to Tegan Piesick. Backhanded fist shot. Now to Sheldon, and it's going to go long and out, just long and out. It'll be 20-16 now. Gobblers will get the point right back. Serving will be Tegan Piesick for the Gobblers. Sends it near side to Maddie Walsh, to Sammy Shelton, excuse me. Palm sets up Bailey O'Neill. Running start, hits it right into the net at 21-16. We'll see Sammy Shelton going back to serve. 2 service aces for her tonight. 21-16 the score. The serve from Shelton. Slow. Returned by the Gobblers. Right in the middle. Dug out by Walsh. And it falls right in. Miscommunication. Who was going to go where, but they just let it fall right in. Gobblers will get the side out right back at 21-17. They trail. Now we'll see Abby Palm, who picked up the ball. It'll go to Jessica Much, actually. Much will go back to serve for Aitkin. 21-17, Jessica Much running start at the service line. To Taylor Johnson, now to Sammy Shelton. It's going to be hammered right down by number 13, and Hope Carlson putting an end to that for the Gobblers was the Proctor Rails, and Hope Carlson with 5 kills tonight. 22-17. Reagan Rodberg will go back to serve for the Rails. 2-0 in favor of Proctor. Rodberg's serve is out. Service error for her, 22-18. Rodberg tonight with her 3rd service error to go along with those 3 aces. We'll see Kendall Ratz, and I believe also Tegan Piesick checking back in. Nope, Maddie Hamilton, excuse me. Hamilton checking back in to serve. But Kendall Ratz also back in as we get stoppage here out on the floor from our judge on the scorers table coming over to the judge's stand. I believe our student section, a little too boisterous, I think, to the liking of our official down on the floor here. 22-18 the score thus far. Not quite sure to the extent of what the official down on the scorers table is saying. Talking to the students in front of the judge's table. Now we'll see the official down on the scorer's table go back over to her position. Not going to cost Aitkin a point or anything, just a couple of reminders that sportsmanship wins. Maddie Hamilton serve to Taylor Johnson for Proctor. Right in the middle now for Hope Carlson. Tipped out of the air. Ostrowski with a dig. Now back the other way for Bailey O'Neill. Blocked out of the air and out, but it will be tipped on its way out. Gobblers will get a point at 22-19. They trail. Maddie Hamilton will continue to serve for the Gobblers. 22-19 now the score to Sammy Shelton. Backhanded fist off the net, but the Gobblers will keep it alive to Brooke Zubke, and it'll fall right in. Zubke with another kill. 22-20 now the score. Gobblers with a little bit of late life here in set number 3. Still down 2-0. Maddie Hamilton's turn to serve. Running start for her. Sent over to Shelton. This one is going to fall right in. Gobblers now within 1 point at 22-21. Timeout taken by Proctor. Maddie Hamilton at the service line here after a break. 22-21. Gobblers trail with Proctor up 2-0. YourLiveEvent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
(22-21) our score here on YourLiveEvent.com. Aitkin Gobblers trailing, but with the late momentum, down by as much as 6 points. Now down by 1 with Maddie Hamilton set to serve. Serve from Maddie Hamilton on its way. Low line drive. It'll be an ace from Maddie Hamilton. We're tied at 22 points apiece here in set number 3. The second ace of the night for Maddie Hamilton. 22-22 the score. Hamilton will continue to serve. Hamilton, a running start for her. Play to the back row for Jarvie. Hammered right down. Kendall Ratz, welcome back, and it will be 23-22. Aitkin with the advantage here in set number 3. Another timeout taken by the Proctor Rails. Gobblers, late life here in set number 2. They have the advantage at 23-22 on YourLiveEvent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. A 2-point swing after a timeout, and the Gobblers now lead 23-22 here on YourLiveEvent.com. Still down 2-0 here in this third set. Maddie Hamilton back to serve for the Gobblers. Played by Jarvie into the middle for Shelton. It'll be tipped out of the air. Zubke now back row for Jarvie once again to Sammy Shelton. Now to Maddie Walsh, blocked out of the air, and it will be 24-22 set point for the Aitkin Gobblers. Gobblers trailed throughout much of this set, and they continue to rally here. It is set point for Aitkin. Maddie Hamilton's serve, played by Taylor Johnson. It'll be kept alive. This one's going to be a tough one. Gobblers take set number 3, 25-22. Gobblers from the brink of defeat. Keep it alive. We'll go to set number 4 here on the other side of this break here on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
I'm dreaming of a world where everyone has the opportunity for education, where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Welcome back here to YourLiveEvent.com as we get ready here for set number 4. It is the Aitkin Gobblers trailing 2-1 against the Proctor Rails. It will take 4 sets tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. Paul Vold here tonight. Gobblers, again, trailed throughout pretty much the entirety of set number 3, even by as much as 6 points, and rallied right back and stole set number 3 from Proctor. We'll see it go to 4 sets here tonight. Proctor will get the serve here out of set number 3, and he'll start off set number 4 with the serve here tonight for set number 3. Second of 3 matches here of Homegrown Local Radio and also the likes of Homecoming tonight. So far, 6 kills on the night for Brooke Zubke, 10 for Ella Walker, and Ella Walker on the side of the Proctor Rails. It'll be Hope Carlson to serve to Jessica Much. To Maddie Hamilton near side, looking for Bailey O'Neill, and it will be a kill this time for Bailey O'Neill. 5th kill tonight for her, 1-0 advantage for the Aitkin Gobblers. Gobblers Thought maybe a little bit of steam got let out of the room in set number 2, going into set number 3, especially after that large deficit. But the girls have been keeping around all night. Maddie Walsh will get a kill after a simple dump over, and she will get the kill for her. We're tied at 1 apiece here in set number 4. I got to get my head on straight here as well. Set number 4 here this evening. 1-1 the score here in set number 4. Back will be Lily Hart to serve. Maddie Hamilton looking for Brooke Zubke in the middle. Blocked to there. It goes out, and it was tipped out. Zubke with her 7th of the night. 2-1 in favor of the Aitkin Gobblers. Zubke going back to serve for the Gobblers. Stationary standing serve to Hope Carlson in the middle for Ella Walker. Right back into it, just using the long reach she has, and gets it to the floor faster than any of her opponents, and will now make it a kill for her, now making it 11 kills in the night and a 2-2 advantage for the Proctor Rails. On the serve, sent over by Jessica Much, just out, and the Gobblers will get, unfortunately, the point not to their favor. It'll be now 3-2 in favor of Proctor, and back to serve is Maddie Walsh once again for the Rails. Hammers it over to Jessica Much, to Maddie Hamilton. It just falls right in front after being initially touched by Jessica Much. An ace for Maddie Walsh. 3-3, now 4-2 now the score. Stoppage here out on the floor, clearing up our scoreboard. 4-2 in favor of Proctor after the ace from Maddie Walsh. Sent over, blocked at the net. Gobblers try to get it back over. 2 hits on the Gobbler player initially. 5-2 the score. Proctor back in front here in set number 3. Set number 4. It's set number 4. That's the 3rd service ace of the night for Maddie Walsh. Just over the top of the net. Maddie Hamilton to Hannah Jones, to Hope Carlson on the dig. Near side, Ella Walker high and out. As it'll be point back the other way on the side out for the Gobblers, now down 5-3. We'll see Abby Palm checking in to serve for the Gobblers. Palm back in for the first time here in this 4th set. She'll send it, side winding. Play to the middle now. Maddie Walsh unable, that's Sammy Shelton unable to get it out cleanly. 5-4 now, Gobblers trail. And we'll see Palm back to serve yet again. Palm fires it over, side winding. Kept alive by Lily Hart. Long way to go for Hope Carlson. She'll send it over to Kenzie Hamilton. To Abby Palm. Tegan Pisick to help Carlson once again. Quick turnaround, Gobblers sneaking right over on the first hit. To Lily Hart, swung on over, and it will fall this time for Ella Walker this time. That's her 11th this evening. 6-4 now the score. So make that her 12th here tonight. We'll see Ella Walker serving yet again at 6-4 in favor. To Jessica Much, sends it over. Free ball for Walker. Now to Sammy Shelton in the middle for Hope Carlson. Dug out by Jessica Much. To Lily Hart. Back to Shelton, looking for Rodberg. Dug out by Kenzie Hamilton. To Tegan Pisick. Now to Abby Palm. Sends it over on 2. To Sammy Shelton. Looking for Carlson yet again. Keeps it alive to the Gobblers. They send it over. Carlson to Shelton. Back to Carlson. Dug out by Much once again. Hammered right down to the net, and we are going to get point to the Rails of Proctor. Much nothing to do, unfortunately, besides the great effort from the likes of Jessica Much. They come out again on the sour end, do the Gobblers. Right over the net, just barely. Tegan Pisick to Hannah Jones in the middle. Played up into the air. Second hit. 3rd over by Maddie Walsh. It's going to go long and out. 7-5 now the score in favor of Aitkin. 7-5 now. Rails will give up the point in the side out right now to Aitkin. Pisick on the serve to Sammy Shelton, looking for Carlson. Quick touch right over. Gobblers try to get it back over. They will on the third hit from Hannah Jones. To Taylor Johnson, to Sammy Shelton in the net. Swatted over by Carlson, not enough. To Jessica Much, far side for Bailey O'Neill. Dug out by Reagan Rodberg. To Carlson on the third hit. Piesick to Palm, looking for O'Neill in the swing, blocked to the net, denied. Gobblers try to send it over, tapped over the net, and killed right away by number 13. That is going to be for, looks like, number 13, that being, just had a moment there with Hope Carlson getting her 6th kill of the night. 8-5 now the score. Long ways to go. Gobblers try to rally here. Third hit sent over. Back row for Walsh. Now to Lexi Knudsen. No, that is actually Walsh Carlson once again. And another kill for Carlson. We'll put her down for 6 yet again. 9-5 in favor of the Rails. 6th kill tonight for Hope Carlson. Abby Palm looking for Hannah Jones. This one will be a kill for the Gobblers. And Hannah Jones. 9-6 Gobblers trail here, down 2-1 in set number 4. 9-6 the score here on yourliveevent.com. In set number 4, Jessica Much's serve. Carlson blocked to the net. Reagan Rodberg touches it over. It won't be enough as it's blocked at the net yet again. Gobblers now trail 9-7 with the serve of Jessica Much returning. Jessica Much running serve to the back line. An ace for Jessica Much, unable to handle it. Maybe falling down same time. The opposing libero and Taylor Johnson. 9-8 now Gobblers trail here in set number 4. Both teams with a pair of timeouts in this 4th set. Reagan Rodberg on the reception to Sammy Shelton. Sent over, free ball for the Gobblers to Abby Palm. Looking for Bailey O'Neill, swings at it, and it'll be blocked to the net. And the point right back to the Proctor Rails. Ten to 8 the score. Served by Reagan Rodberg. Played to Abby Palm. Now swung on by Brooke Zubke. Nowhere to go for Sammy Shelton. Now Maddie Walsh tipped out of the air. Blocked initially by Zubke. Bailey O'Neill will get another swing. Hers goes long and out. It's 10-11. 11-8 now the score. We're going to see now the likes of Reagan Rodberg continue to serve for the Proctor Rails. We'll see Rodberg serve, just sneaking on the end line. It will be called in as the official down on the floor had to back up and away. That's our 4th ace of the night. 12-8 now. Proctor starting to distance themselves as they do right around this point of the set. Rodberg serve. Now to Jessica Much. Savannah Holm tries to push it over. She does. Just sneaks it right over the head of a Proctor rail. Savannah Holm checks in and makes a play right off the bench there, and now trailing 12-9 to the Gobblers. Savannah Holm checks out as well, with Abby Palm bringing back in, looks like, Kendall Ratz and Maddie Hamilton, who will serve. Played to the middle for Sammy Shelton. Fired right back over. Maddie Hamilton to Emma Ostrowski. Gobblers got to get back up on their feet after Brooke Zubke's quick tap back over. And we get a play at the net, point to the Gobblers, point to the Rails, they're going to say, as a hit on the net by Aitkin. 13-10 now, 13-9, the score. Serve on its way, long of the mark, and well long by number 13 in Hope Carlson. That's her 4th service error. 13-10 now, the score in favor of Proctor, and the side out to Kenzie Hamilton. Hamilton on her way to serve. A couple of steps and fires one over to number 12 and Lexi Knudsen. Hope Carlson hits it, and it's going to stay alive. Jessica Much, full palm dive off the floor. Free ball for the Proctor Rails for Ella Walker. Kills it once again. Lucky number 13 for Ella Walker at 14-10. Subs in on each side. Lily Hart will go back in to serve. 14-10 in favor of Proctor, up 2-1 here in this fourth set. Brooke Zubke in the middle, blocked out of the air and unable to come out. She actually caught it on its way down. As Ella Walker right in the middle there on that block. 15-10 now the score. It was seeing that being Ella Walker as a service error from Lily Hart will give the ball right back to the Gobblers, now trailing 15-11. Gobblers still keeping it within pace here. Even after big deficits in the previous set, down by as much as 6. Still not completely out of this one. Zubke back to serve for the Gobblers. Now we'll go to number 6 and Sammy Shelton. Mistimes it, but still gets enough on it from Ella Walker. Number 14 on the kill for her tonight. Somehow just stays with it enough to get another kill for her. 14 for 14. 16-11 the score. Serve on its way from Maddie Welsh just over the net, and it's going to be kept alive somehow. Even almost a near service ace, and another kill for Ella Walker, a one-woman wrecking crew here in the middle of the floor. There'll be another kill for her. That's number 15 on the night, even though they keep putting up kills for Kendall Ratz here on the wrong side of the scoreboard. 15 kills for her, back corner long of the mark. 16-12 now the score. 17-12 there. Now the scoreboard is right. Gobblers will get the ball back on the service to Abby Palm. 17-12. Proctor leads here in this fourth set. Set right to the middle. A little too far back out in front. Unable to get over on 3 was Proctor, and they will get the point right back to Aitkin on the reception of that serve. Abby Palm continues to serve for the Gobblers. Couple of service aces tonight for Abby. This one's just out on the far side. Actually, no service aces, and looking on the wrong side of the scoreboard, as this one will go out from Abby Palm. 18-13, the score in set number 4. Ella Walker, 15 kills for her, sends it to Tegan Piesick. Now to Abby Palm, Jessica Much in the third hit, setting it up. Back row to the front row for Shelton. Hope Carlson hit and goes out, but touched by Gobbler last. It'll be a kill at 19-13. Gobblers down to the scores of 19-13 here in set number 4. Walker back to serve once again for the Rails. Played up far side now for Zubke. Just sends it over at Walker with a dig to Sammy Shelton, looking for Reagan Rodberg. Dug out, turnaround shot from Carlson. Now to Abby Palm. Back corner tries to pick it. Stolen by Walsh. To Shelton, looking for Rodberg once again. Diving attempt and save. Unable to come out with it clean was Jessica Much. Well, she did, but it goes and lands well out of play, and the Gobblers now trailing 20-13 here in set number 4. Ella Walker will continue to serve. They'll give credit on a kill there for number 6 in that being Sammy Shelton, her third tonight. Gobblers. This will be another kill. Reagan Rodberg for the Rails, now up to 4 on the night. 21-13 the score. Rails looking to finish it off here in set number 4 and get back out on the bus. Ella Walker, a serve to Kenzie Hamilton. Now looking in the middle for Hannah Jones. It'll be blocked over, and it will be another point for the Rails at 22-13. Rails with the serving of Ella Walker looks to put it away. Ella Walker started it off strong with 4 kills in the opening set. She's gotten a handful more and is doing more damage to the serving line here in this set, especially in the latter half. It'll be an ace for Ella Walker. Walker with her first service ace of the night. 23-13, Rails in front, 2 points away from a victory on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. 23-13 in set number 4. As it is a lead for the Proctor Rails. Ella Walker here on this 4th set doing more of the damage at the serving line, but also still getting kills. She's up to 15 on the night for her. Serve from Ella Walker to the back row for Jessica Much to Abby Palm. Looking for Tegan Piesick. Swung and blocked at the net. 24-13. Match point on its way with Proctor in the lead. Ella Walker will serve it once again for the Rails. 24-13 match point on its way with the Rails up 2-1. Jessica Much on the back row to Abby Palm. Sends it back over from Savannah Holm. Walker with a dig. Now sent in the middle. Hope Carlson blocked to the net. Dug out by Rodberg to Lily Hart. Sent over by Rodberg on a second hit. Abby Palmer at the middle. Back corner tries to pick it. Dug out by Maddie Walsh. This one's going to go over, and it will be a point to the Aitkin Gobblers, but still at match point at 24-14. Gobblers staying with it here, even down by the scores and the deficits that they currently sit at. 24-14. Tegan Piesick will serve. Facing match point will be the Gobblers. Long and out. That will do it. Tegan Piesick sends it long. 25-14. Proctor will take the set and the victory here tonight. Gobblers win, Gobblers fall tonight, I should say, by the scores of 3-1. Coming up here, post-game show on its way after a break on YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide. Where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
I'm dreaming.
Welcome back here on YourLiveEvent.com. Final scores here tonight. Gobblers fall in 4 sets. Despite rallying in the late sets of sets number 2 and 3, Gobblers come up on the short end against the Proctor Rails 3-1. Gobblers were down early in set number 1 with the aggressive play from the Proctor Rails, fell 25-16. But it was a very competitive, even from early deficits from the Gobblers, but fell ultimately in set number 2, 25-23. Aitkin was down by as much as 6 points in set number 3, came back and stole set number 3, 25-22. But then the gas was all let out as the Gobblers were down early once again. Ella Walker aggressive at the serving line and also killing-wise as well on the hits at the net, and also able to sneak out 25-14 with a win here tonight. Gobblers fall by the score of 3-1 here on yourliveevent.com. Take a look at out-of-town scoreboard. Well, it's been clean sweeps all around with the other contest that we had here tonight. Pine River Bacchus defeats Walker Hackensack Akeley tonight as well in 3 sets, I believe, as well. It was Staples Motley sweeping Pillager here this evening. We also got, looks like, a sweep by Pequot Lakes. Pequot Lakes got the kill and also the 3-set sweep over the likes of their team in Maple Lake here this evening. Gobblers fall 3-1 here this evening on yourliveevent.com. Looks like we'll get a couple players to join us here on the post-game show here tonight. And off the microphone, Emma Ostrowski, and we've got also Emma Miles and Savannah Holm joining us here on the post-game show here. Yeah, go ahead. Come on, all pile on in here tonight. Emma, girls here tonight. Tough one, but really competitive matches here overall tonight. How'd you girls feel out on the floor here this evening?
It was really good when we had a lot of energy, and it was super fun. Yeah, I think when we were playing well, and we definitely stayed with it for a while.
Mm-hmm. We got up, we got on the blocks. We were still trying our hardest to get the ball up, even though it didn't always go our way, but we still fought for it.
It was really fun to win that 3rd set and push it to a 4th.
That was going to be my next question, talking about that 3rd set, too. You girls were down by as much as 6 points in the late stages of that 3rd set. Oh, what kind of really turned around to get that comeback for your team there in that 3rd set?
I think we all just kind of said, well, might as well just go for it. And we really just we're like, well, whatever, play, If it goes wrong, it goes wrong. If it goes right, we're going to win it,
Absolutely, absolutely. Girls, I know that we're here at this point. You got your 2nd match in tonight of this week. Got one more coming up here as well. How do you feel? I mean, you've played it seems like 8 matches in the last 4 or 5 days or so. You holding up all right so far? I know it's a long part of the season for your team a little bit, but you feeling okay so far?
Yeah, it's good. We still have a lot of energy. We're ready to go. We're ready for Thursday. Calculus is a little hard, but volleyball's doing good. We got to practice tomorrow, so that'll pick us up. Hopefully, we'll be able to recoup. First practice of the week will be nice.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be, of course, with it being also homecoming, too. It's not like you girls aren't.
It's been a busy week.
It's been a busy week, and it's only Tuesday.
Exactly.
Well, girls, you got Pequot Lakes coming up here on Thursday, too. Not going to get any easier as the season comes along, too. Get some rest. Get a nice day of practice in. We'll talk to you on Thursday, all right?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
We've got the girls and Emma Miles, Emma Ostrowski, and also Savannah Holm joining us here on the post-game show. Gobblers fall in 4 sets here tonight, 25-16, 25-23. They took set number 3, 25-22, and then ultimately fell 25-14. Get another break in here on the post-game show. Big deal player of the game, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game, is also coming up here. And, of course, we'll hopefully have a conversation with Coach Julie Osmond's coming up. Gobblers fall 3-1 on yourliveevent.com.
Where everyone has the opportunity for education. Where classrooms are not only a place to learn, but to make an impact. I will help the next generation of game changers and difference makers. I am going to teach the world someday.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
I'm dreaming of a world where the crack of a bat is not just a hobby, but a lifestyle. Where I can build upon long traditions from the ground up. I want to work in an industry where all people can make their own field of dreams become reality. I'm going to elevate the world of sports someday.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Gobblers fall in 4 sets. Proctor took the first 2 sets, 25-16, 25-23. Aitkin able to steal set number 3, 25-22, before falling in that 4th and last set, 25-14. Paul Vold here on the post-game show. Again, sweeps by our other 3 matches tonight. It was Pequot Lakes over Maple Lake in 3 sets, while Walker Hackensack Akeley fell at Pine River Bacchus 3 sets to nothing, and it was Staples Motley sweeping Pillager 3 sets to 0. Oh, we get a chance here. Also looking at our town scoreboard, looks like Minnesota Twins down 3-1 in the, actually now make it 5-1 in the 4th inning. That game over on Real Country, 94.3. A bit of a late one there against the likes of the Chicago White Sox. Twins down in that one, their penultimate game of the regular season. And also getting another update of the out-of-town scoreboard. NHL preseason hockey, final game of the preseason with the Minnesota Wild. Looks like they're down 3-1. 3-1, the Wild are down in the 3rd period against the St. Louis Blues. Again, we'll have more with the Twins. Their regular season finale coming up tomorrow afternoon on Real Country, KKIN FM 94.3. Wild regular season action gets started actually as we head towards this weekend. We'll have coverage of them coming up here, of course, on KKIN AM 930 and FM 103.1. We welcome into the postgame show Coach Julie Osmus here on the postgame show here tonight. Coach, well, unfortunately, opposites of where we were 24 hours ago here tonight on the post-game show. But a really competitive match here for your team. Give me your thoughts on this match against Proctor.
I mean, the girls worked really hard. Our biggest downfall is we had some trouble blocking tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had some really good hitters, and we weren't quite as strong as we needed to be blocking, and it kind of showed. We would scoop those balls up, and we'd be hustling for them, but when we're not getting hits back at them, it just makes it harder to get those points because they're a very scrappy team, too. They're going to be digging stuff up.
If set number 2, your team wasn't trying to take that one late, set number 3, you're down 6 points in that one. They're up, I think it was at 22-16 at one point. Your team comes all the way back to steal set number 3. It seemed that from that point on, it seemed like they were about to turn the page, but going to set number 4, I think maybe just a little bit of energy just got let out there in that.
Yeah, we kind of run out of gas, and they put so much heart and soul into that 2nd and 3rd set that they got to the 4th, and Jess came out and she goes, "Coach, I'm tired." I'm like, "Well, we can't be tired set 4. We got to go 5, dear." But props to them for always working hard and pushing through, and we knew it was going to be a little bit of a tougher game tonight than maybe last night, but they still came with that attitude and that energy, and that's all I can really ask for.
You knew it was going to be trouble when you say Jessica Much was tired, especially the fact that she's diving all over the place too. But again, contributions up and down the lineup too. We go into the third match coming up here on Thursday, where your team's able to get some rest tonight. You get a day of practice tomorrow, and then the early goings of the day on Thursday before you take on a really good Pequot Lakes team. Certainly will be another good test for your team.
Yes, it'll be a great test, and that's what we talk about a lot is, you get better by playing better teams. So Pequot's going to be a challenge for us, yes, but it's a good opportunity for everybody to play up to their potential and show people what they have. I mean, we want to see how we stack up with good competition, as you start that final stretch for playoffs. So this is our opportunity to really show people what we can do.
It certainly will be quite the test for your team. Coach, thanks so much for coming on the postgame show.
Thank you.
Coach Julie Osmus for the Aitkin Gobblers tonight joins us here on the postgame show. Gobblers again fall in 4 sets against the Proctor Rails. Time now we announce our big deal player of the game, brought to you by Atwater Motors in Aitkin, Riverwood Healthcare, Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, Shannon's Auto Body in Brainerd, Takedown Gym in Brainerd. Well, Big deal player of the game tonight, Ella Walker for the Proctor Rails. 15 kills in the night to go along with 5 digs and also a service ace for Ella Walker tonight, our big deal player of the game, with that Pizza Ranch certificate and shirt that says, "I'm a big deal," to Ella Walker for the likes of the Proctor Rails here this evening. Our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game, girl that we talked to in the postgame show last night. It was Kenzie Hamilton. Had a nice performance, helping out her team on that back end of the play with 10 digs tonight. Enbridge Energy player of the game goes to Kenzie Hamilton for the Aitkin Gobblers. Of course, the Enbridge Energy player of the game brought to you by Enbridge. Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we rely on every day. It was done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people like you. Thank you from Enbridge. Kenzie Hamilton, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. Looking at some of the numbers here from our contest again for the Proctor Rails. Ella Walker, 15 kills tonight. Maddie Walsh with 6. Hope Carlson with 4 as well. 4 service aces for Reagan Rodberg, but digs up and down at least 5. Make that 8 players with at least 5 digs for the likes of the Proctor Rails tonight. 4 aces as well for Maddie Walsh here this evening. Aitkin Gobblers were led by 7 kills from Brooke Zubke once again. Bailey O'Neill chipped in 5. Tegan Piesick with 3. Also 3 from Kendall Ratz. And Hannah Jones with 4 kills here this evening. 23 digs from Jessica Mudge. And the Gobbler libero continues in that regard. But again, the Gobblers fall here tonight in 4 sets. It was Aitkin, the JV team, taking sets 2 and 3 for a 2-1 victory against the Proctor Rails here this evening. Proctor now improves to 10-11 on the season. They'll be back in action on Monday. They get a little bit of a break. On Monday, they'll be taking on Mesabi East. While Aitkin, well, they get tomorrow off, but they're back in action against the number 2 ranked team in the state. They can take on Pequot Lakes right here at Aitkin High School for homecoming week. Wrapping things up here on the postgame show here tonight. Gobblers again fall in 4 sets against the Proctor Rails tonight. Unfortunately, a loss in the section standings. That will put Aitkin now at 2-4, while Proctor's now 2-2 in Section 7-2A here this evening. Big thank you to all of our great sponsors here tonight for allowing us to broadcast this contest. Of course, if you saw some of our sponsors on the video stream, be sure to thank those sponsors with your patronage and always shop local. Gobblers again fall here 4-1, back in action against the number 2 ranked team in the state in Pequot Lakes. That'll be coming up on KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and also right here on YourLiveEvent.com. But our broadcast schedule, well, Twins regular season finale will be taking on the Chicago White Sox, 2:30 pregame on Real Country 94.3. Stay up to date, full score, schedules, broadcast times, and more, all by going to rjbroadcasting.com. Gobblers fall in 4 sets here tonight. Big thank you to both head coaches, of course, Trish Jahala and Julie Osmus for taking time to speak with us here with tonight's broadcast. Gobblers fall in 4. They'll be back in action on Thursday. We'll have coverage of that one here on YourLiveEvent.com and on KKIN, AM 930 and FM 103.1. Big thank you to Proctor High School for coming on down and allowing us to broadcast. Big thank you to Aitkin High School for allowing us to broadcast these home matches throughout the season. Home contests, whether it be football, whether it be volleyball, whether it be wrestling, basketball, and more. We'll have them here on YourLiveEvent.com. Well, until Thursday night, this is Paul Volz signing off from Aitkin High School. Thanks so much for tuning in on YourLiveEvent.com. You have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday night. Good night, everybody.
We'll be right back.